Identity flexibility. What if the person you believe you are is the very thing holding you back? Not your circumstances, not your abilities, not your past, but your identity. Because most people spend their lives protecting a version of themselves they created years ago. A version built from old experiences, old labels, old expectations. I'm shy, I'm not creative, I'm bad with people, I'm not a leader. And without realizing it, these statements become invisible walls. Walls that don't just describe reality. They create it. Imagine a tree that refuses to bend when the wind arrives. At first, it appears strong, stable, unshakable, but when the storm grows stronger, rigidity becomes weakness. And eventually it breaks. Now imagine another tree. It bends. It adapts. It moves with the force around it. And because it changes, it survives. Human identity works the same way. The most resilient people are not those with the strongest identities. They are those with the most flexible ones. Identity flexibility is the ability to evolve without feeling threatened. To change your mind without feeling weak. To learn something new without defending what you used to believe. To become someone different without feeling like you've betrayed who you were. Yet many people resist change because their identity has become a prison disguised as certainty. They cling to outdated versions of themselves because familiarity feels safe, even when it hurts. Even when it limits them, even when life is clearly asking them to grow. But here's the paradox. The strongest sense of self is not built on rigidity. It's built on adaptability, because who you are is not a fixed object. It's a living process. Every experience rewrites you. Every challenge reshapes you. Every decision alters the architecture of your mind. The question is not whether you will change. You already are. The question is whether you'll participate consciously in that transformation. Think about the people who reinvented their lives, the artist who became an entrepreneur, the athlete who became a teacher, the introvert who learned to lead, the fearful person who became courageous. Their success didn't begin when circumstances changed. It began when their identity became flexible enough to allow a new possibility. Because growth often requires letting go of a story that once protected you and replacing it with one that serves your future. So perhaps the goal isn't to discover who you are. Perhaps the goal is to remain open to who you could become. Because identity is not a destination. It's a horizon. Always moving. Always expanding. And the moment you stop treating yourself as something fixed, you become capable of becoming almost anything. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.